Gordon Graham here with today's tip from Lexipol. And today's tip is for my custody and law enforcement friends, and it deals with response to a suspect who is armed with an edged weapon. You already know that a suspect with a knife or other edged weapon can pose a serious threat. He or she can quickly turn any situation into a deadly encounter. Early on in my career, I heard about something called the 21-foot rule. The way I remember it, and I could be wrong on this, but the 21-foot rule meant that a suspect could cover about 21 feet in the time it would take an officer to draw and fire a couple of rounds on a target. You know, it was a good way to help me understand some things about human movement and reaction time. I knew that I didn't want to get too close to a person who was armed with a knife. I wanted to make sure that I had enough of a reactionary gap. But big problems have come from a misunderstanding of the 21-foot rule. We must understand that the 21-foot rule is not really a rule at all. It doesn't mean that we got to stay exactly 21 feet away from anyone who might have a knife. In many circumstances, 21 feet might not be possible, and sometimes 21 feet might not actually be enough. It does not mean that you are automatically justified in shooting anyone with a knife who is less than 21 feet away. So get all that out of your head. There are not really any simple, bright line rules for use of force or tactical decisions. But here are some helpful suggestions. Don't rush in when there is no threat to human life. Summon additional resources when you can. Formulate a plan whenever possible. Approach the scene safely. Use appropriate tactics, including available cover and concealment. Avoid placing yourself unnecessarily in jeopardy. And please don't write about a 21-foot rule in your report, and don't expect that the 21-foot rule will automatically justify your actions. And that is today's tip from Lexipol. Gordon Graham signing off.